of lawlessness and despair. The empire of man lay in ruins, torn asunder by civil war, and racked by famine and plague. Desperate, unscrupulous men deserted the temples of their fathers and gathered in forbidden cults, seeking the favor of the dark gods. And so it was, in the year 2301, that a Kurgan warlord named Asavar Kul united the savage tribes of the Chaos Wastes and made war upon the realms of men. The invaders entered the distant northern kingdom of Kislev and sacked its largest city, Prague. They sacrificed its people to their dark gods, and any who managed to flee were driven into the freezing wilderness. The Empire seemed powerless to stop the Chaos Horde, and many feared that the end of the world was at hand. But in the Empire's darkest hour, a nobleman from the south named Magnus rallied the people of the Empire to resist the invaders, uniting the warring Elector Counts in the process.
The time to strike is now. Witch Hunter Voss has assembled his men here at the tower. The Beastmen will have fortified their camp using whatever materials are at hand. They will be present.
No, I can't do that yet. recharge my weapons first.
Father Nurgle, Lord of Plagues, hear me! Long have I worshipped you. Great are the deeds I have...
Silence, heretic! For too long you have worked your evil here in the darkness. Now the hour of your reckoning is at hand. Your reign of terror is over.
Over? You blind fool.
Azafar Kul thought as you did. Now he is dead, and the...
Another will rise to take Kul's place!
The Harbinger? Is she the sorceress who struck down Magnus? Tell...
Look at you. And as for my life, it belongs to no...
You have been deceived.
I sensed the greater demon force its way into our world and feared the worst.
I have faced demons before, but nothing like that. I pray to Sigmar I never face such a horror again.
The Eye of Argoth, where is it?
Over there, on Kessler's body.
Leave it to me. I'll make sure it doesn't tempt anyone else.
What about the sorceress?
She calls herself the Harbinger. Kessler claimed she's tracked down the remnants of Asavar Kul's army and is searching for a champion to lead it.
Where is she, this harbinger of chaos?
I do not know.
Prague.
What's that?
My agents in the north tell me that a large part of Kul's army fled the Battle of Kislev and returned to the ruins of Prague. I'd assume they would take ship and return to the Chaos Wastes, but now that I've heard about this Harbinger, I'm not sure. Perhaps we might learn more there.
Perhaps so. It will be dangerous, but...
But Prague is hundreds of leagues from here. We'll never get there in time.
Not so, Herr Hyder. There is a waystone near Prague that we can use.
If the old man keeps working me like this, I'm going to ask for a raise. I haven't had a day's rest in weeks.
Nothing to worry about.
All is in readiness. When I open the path, we will be transported instantly to the Waystone outside Prague.
And what is he doing here?
Don't be a fool, Hyder. The fate of the Empire is at stake. Until the Harbinger is found, I'm not letting you out of my sight.
What have your agents told you of the situation in Prague?
Not all of Prague's citizens were slaughtered when the city fell. When the Chaos Army left Prague to march on the capital, the survivors returned to but the Kislevites' suffering was far from over. When Arsavar Kul was defeated, a champion of Khorne named Uthgrim Redax retreated with his war band back to Prague.
Do you think they would be willing to help us?
Perhaps. The Kislevites are a proud, stiff-necked people, and they have little love.
If that is the case, so be it. Now, gather round.
Who in Ursun's name are you? What do you want?
Do you speak for these people?
Who's asking?
My name is Jürgen Hyder. I'm a witch hunter.
Is that so? Well, you've come a long way for nothing. Take your wizard and...
Redax is the reason I'm here. I'm hunting a sorceress who called...
What do you want me to do about it? My people are dying, witch hunter. There's no food.
There must still be supplies in Prague. I could go and get them for you.
It's no use. Redax's men search the ruins every day.
We shall see about that. If I return with the...
You're mad, witch hunter. You haven't seen the mud. But if you're willing to try, far be it from me to stop you. If you can bring us food and healing... Ah!
I filled my pack with everything I could find. There should be enough food and medicine there to last you for some time.
Urson's teeth! You gathered all of this with Red Axe's monsters breathing down your neck? You risk your life for our sake, and that counts for something among my people. I am Leonid You and your comrades are welcome here. If you have anything to sell, speak to our merchant. In the meantime, I must see to my people. Return to me when you are ready. Already? You don't...
I have little time to spare, Leonid. If the Harbinger is in Prague, I must find her.
Othram Redax and his cultists worship corn. The blood god hates sorcerers.
Where did you learn such a thing?
This is Kislev, witch hunter. We get it with our mother's milk. Every year the Norskins raid us from across...
Knowledge is the first step on the path to corruption.
This has less to do with sorcery and more to do with power. The Harbinger is searching for a new champion to lead.
Then she's at the Tower of Skulls. That's Othgrim's stronghold inside the city.
Very well. How do I get there?
You don't. Not without an army. The tower is built on the ruins of the...
But a single man might go where an army cannot. Think, Leonid.
I don't know. Perhaps. Let me think on it. In the meantime, there is a favor I would ask of you.
This is outrageous. We don't have time for this.
What is it?
When Othgrim and his warband returned to Prague, we had no warning. They surrounded our camp in the old town.
That was more than a month ago. They couldn't possibly have survived.
No, but some of them might have escaped before it was too late. They could be hiding. There was a woman named Galina who was keeping a journal about life.
That book could be anywhere by now.
No. One of Red Axe's men has it. He must have taken it as a trophy after they'd overrun. I can tell you where he is. If you could get the journal back, please. I need to know what happened.
Very well, Leonid. I'll see what I can find.
What's this?
You have something I'm looking for. Give me the journal, and I'll grant.
Fool! Come and...
Come back here!
You want a fight? So...
Is this the journal you were hoping to find?
Yes. That's Galina's journal. Now we'll learn what happened to Arcadia. I need to find someone who can read this. You have my thanks, which... It is just as we hoped. Galina's journal.
And Arcady.
Galina said he fought the cultists day and night. They killed his mother in the end. He and a few others stayed.
Your son was a brave man.
Don't talk like that. We don't know he's dead.
There's no reason to believe.
Go to the Garden of Ursun. Please. I have to know.
I do, Leonid. Gorchev's people escaped after all. It appears they lasted here for some time before Red Axe's men found them. I should search the cave. Perhaps... You were right, Leonid. Galena and a few of the others managed to escape. They reached the... I found these papers hidden behind the altar stone.
What about Arcady?
No. There were few bodies to be found. I suspect...
I have nothing left now. Red Axe is... They owe me a debt of blood. I will find someone to read the papers for me. Perhaps Arcady. Galena's papers tell a grim tale. After Arcady and his comrades, they hid there for weeks. Perhaps that's how the cultists found them. Galena and the others fought back with everything they had. And for days the defenses held. But then a new enemy appeared.
A grim end for such brave folk. I'm sorry.
But now there is. Now we can avenge them. I know where the Bloodborne's camp is. We saw it. Well,
that's madness, Leonid. You can't...
I must. They must pay for what...
That's not why I'm here.
I know what I said. That was before I learned about our...
I'm with you, Leonid. You know that. But my patience has its limits.
Look here.
No, I can't do that yet.
Where is he? Where is the Bloodborne?
He's not here.
Impossible. This is his camp.
A Khorne berserker hiding from battle.
One of the cultists said something about fighting pit.
They built them in the ruins near the merchant's quarter.
Men provided...
Then that is where you must strike next. Hunt this monster down and destroy him. It's time to go, dwarf.
I do not like this.
Bah! If I move quick,
The situation might be more complicated.
Grimnir's beard, the Bloodborne. That was weeks ago. The cult.
But I should search the cages anyway.
What's the point? You want to make a...
Get me straight. Ready.
Impudent worm! All you will pay for your...
Help us. Please, please. Before it's too late.
I've got to get these people out of here. I must push it.
Ursun's blessings upon you. Thank you, stranger. Thank you.
We're not out of this yet. Get moved.
This worm stir his flesh.
To get out of here while I still can. Gorchev got his people back.
Is he dead?
I freed your people.
I've spoken with the survivors. You should have killed that monster.
Then your people would still be in cages.
Don't talk to me about justice, Elf.
You're mad, Gorchev! Listen to yourself.
What if I am? You want my help to get Red Axe? You want me to help you save it?
You're a fool, Gorchev.
There is another way. I know how we can...
How?
There is a part of the city near the fighting pits.
Very well, Gorchev. You'll have your revenge.
You were lucky to escape me
You have your revenge, Gorchu.
Show me. I want that.
Oh, no. No.
A mistake. You wanted the Bloodborne's head.
It can't be.
What?
Isn't it obvious? Red Axe's men captured him and took him to the fighting pits.
You see, Leonid Gorchev, even those who have the most reason to hate the Chaos Gods...
Enough, for pity's sake! You've said your... Person's teeth! Leave me alone!
There is no time left for grief, Leonid.
Have you learned nothing since you got here, Witch Hunter? Prague is...
My faith in Sigmar will protect me.
I told you before, you can't. You'll have to draw...
How?
How else? Othgrim Red Axe is a champion.
All I have to do is
If you can make it there without getting cut...
I expect nothing less.
Just this. The challenge requires...
Take this! Give my son's death.
Othgrim Red Axe, Look upon the skull.
Pathetic wretch. You destroy him.
What is this? I thought...
Red Axe doesn't think you're worthy.
How?
Kill as many of his followers as you can. You sow the woe.
No, I can't do that yet. Red Axe has fled!
How can this be?
Not unless there was a chance to...
What do you mean?
The death of so many powerful warriors would make a mighty...
You cannot escape me, Uthgrim Red Axe. I want the heart.
Weakling. She thought she could bend me when Prague fell. I told the witch that if she...
Leave the axe to me here.
Blessed Sigmar.
Your courage and skill.
But we're no closer.
Did Uthgrim tell you?
The Harbinger made the same offer to...
I am ready to open the waystone to the...
Worse than Prague?
Do not be so sure. The four of...
There's more to it than that, Hyde.
What is he talking about?
Of all the Chaos gods, Slanesh is the god of excess.
You see?
Once we reach the forest, I cannot risk drawing the...
Not to worry, High Lord Master.
Sigmar's bone!
I could ask you the same thing.
Imperials and Kiss, we're the lucky ones. But we quickly learned we found the ruins of an old elven city because it's the one place in the whole...
Skraeling?
Fergun Strailing. They've taken over an elven temple at the... There's something terrible lurking there now. Now, Skraeling's people hunt...
This Skraeling, does he have a companion?
How did you know?
I must get inside.
I wish I could, friend.
Impertinent wretch!
What kind of problem?
Every
Very well.
Alone?
Is that all?